Okay, ladies and gents, who's ready for that super player, that one cue that makes you move some of your other ones out of the collection? Maybe you want to send them to me to sell on consignment, or maybe you want to post them in the groups. But who's ready to move aside some of their cues because they found that one perfect player, the one that's got all the ingredients, at least if you like wrapless anyway. Okay, with no further ado, you may recognize this cue because we did sell it once before and it had a Revo shaft with it. Very special setup right here. So the gentleman that had it sold the Revo shaft, but now it's being sold for a much lower price with one of my personal favorites, the Tsunami shaft. I've got several Tsunami shafts. Richard Sue is a good friend of ours here at Crossroad Cues, does excellent repair work, and of course makes notably some of the most famous keel wood shafts that play phenomenal. So you've got a Tsunami included with this. It is not new, but it's in great condition. It rolls straight. This is a 29-inch standard shaft, 12.75. Very, very, very good players right there. If you have not had the pleasure of using one of his shafts, I own several of them. I have the one like you see here, which is considered to be his original. That's the 1.0 shaft. And then I also have some of the 2.0s. So both of them have their benefits, and there's things that I like about both of them. Some people prefer the 1.0, some people prefer the 2.0. That's all preference. But in any event, this cue that you're looking at right here, in case you don't recognize, this is some exceptional snakewood. I mean, you can just take a look a mile away and see all the figure in that wood. This is a Diveney that was made back in 2016, but it is super, super, super clean. I always like to say when they're really clean, no apologies on this one, right? Now, you guys know that we're full transparency here. If you don't know us, crossroadcues.com, check out our reviews, and you're going to know that you're dealing with people that care about their customers and they care about selling good products. That's us. There's a couple of marks at the joint, just really minor right there, a couple of marks. This is a natural joint, by the way, natural good stuff joint and natural butt cap, because this cube was made back in the day. You're not going to find a lot of Diveneys with the natural joint and the natural butt cap. This has got matching snakewood joint caps. As you can see, that's a radial pin. The maple shaft, the only thing negative I can tell you, this one's got a pretty good taper roll in it. If any of you are like me, you're not going to touch this maple shaft anyway. You're going to throw one of your low deflection shafts, just like that keel wood right there, or maybe a Revo. But anyway, look, you can see this one's got a pretty good taper roll in it right in the middle. That is a extended shaft, so that's a 30-inch shaft. Then you've got the standard size Tsunami shaft, and then standard size butt. Look at. That snakewood is something special right there. The cue makers will tell you, they all agree it's one of the most beautiful woods, but they hate to work with it. It's very brittle. Nice long, sharp points. Signed P. DeVinny, 2016. Natural joint, radial pin, ready for action. This is that player right here. I'm telling you, I played with it when it was here before, and I didn't want to let it go, but you can't keep them all. This cue in today's market, based on Pat's current pricing that keeps going up and up and up, rightfully so, because he's making some of the best players in the country. Pat DeVinny hangs out at all the tournaments. I'm getting ready to leave to go to the Expo. I'm sorry, the I'm thinking I'm in April or May. I'm going to the Derby City Classic, and Pat always has one of the largest displays, both at the Super Billiards Expo and the Derby City Classic. And people are just always gathered around his booth. He also makes great keel woods. He makes the Trans Ks, which I love to play with. But these full splice players, if you like a slightly thinner handle, just a slightly thinner handle, not too thin, but just slightly thinner, you like that full splice hit, this is that perfect player for you. It's got a really, really, really solid and commanding hit. But in today's market, with that natural joint and the Tsunami shaft, this could be over $3,000 all day long. I'm going to quick sale price it. Only $25.75 plus shipping. Now, if you've dealt with me before, you know we have multiple payment options available. We ship all of the cues from our Indiana location just outside of Chicago. We do UPS, second day air with full insurance. So only $25.75 plus shipping. And if you need financing, you want to make payments on this thing, I've got a firm on my website, crossroadcues.com, with multiple different options to suit your current situation. DeViney, all natural material at the joint and the butt cap, 2016, super clean, with that beautiful, beautiful keel wood by Mr. Richard Sue. Snakewood, available right now at crossroadcues.com. Thanks for taking a peek.